Good morning, my dear student. Today we are going to learn a sixth problem in the machine design. Okay. Next question. A plain carbon steel of grade 45C8. The yield stress is given as 360 megapascal. Let us see. The first thing is we need to draw the first plain carbon steel. Okay. So what is the grade of it is given 45C8. The yield stress is given as 360 megapascal. Is subjected to the tensile load. On this plain carbon steel, it is subjected as tensile load. How much load is acting? 60 kilonewton tensile load is acting on the plain carbon steel. Is it right? So F equal to 60 kilonewton. F equal to 60 kilonewton. Calculate the diameter of the rod. So in this case, we need to find out the diameter of the rod. Okay. We need to find out the diameter of the rod. Using factor of safety, it is given as 3. Is it right? So in the given data, the first thing is the force is given as F equal to 60 kilonewton. Okay, 60 kilo means 10 power of 3 newton. Is it right? We need to find out the diameter of the rod. D we need to find out. Okay, and the carbon steel of a grade is given as 45C8. The yield stress is given as 360 megapascal. Is it right? The first thing is, in this case, we need to find out the working stress. Is it right? Working stress sigma equal to ultimate stress by factor of safety. What is the formula is there here? Ultimate stress by factor of safety. Sigma YT by factor of safety. So yield stress is given as 360 megapascal. Is it right? 360 megapascal. The factor of safety, it is given as, how much is given? The factor of safety is given as 3. Is it right? Then if you divide 3 ones are 3 and 3 twos are, it should be, value is 120. So what will be the unit of stress? Newton per mm square. So I find the value of working stress. But actually our intention is we need to find out the diameter of the rod. Is it right? Then we are using the formula of the tensile load. Because the tensile load is acting on this rod. So for that reason we are using the tensile load formula. Tensile load. Stress is equal to force per unit area. Is it right? Then this sigma value, it is given. How much is given the working stress value? It is given as 120 Newton per mm square. Then we have to represent as 120 equal to, what is the force is given? The force is given as 60 into 10 power of 3 Newton. Is it right? The unit of force is, how much is given? 60 into 10 power of 3. So we need to find out the diameter. For area formula is A is equal to pi by 4 into d square. Then we need to substitute over here. Pi by 4 into d square. Actually, from this formula we can easily find out the diameter of the rod. Is it right? Then 120 equal to 60 into 10 power of 3. If it is moved above, it is multiplied by 4 divided by pi into d square. Then we do the cross multiplication. D square equal to 60 into 10 power of 3 into 4 by pi into 120. Is it what? 60 into 10 power of 3 into 4 divided by pi into 120. If you remove the square, then the power should be 60 into 10 power of 3 into 4 by pi into 120. The power is how much here? 1 by 2. Is it right? If you calculate by the calci, then you will get the answer is D equal to 25.3 mm. So 25.23 mm should be approximately equal to 30 mm. Is it right? It should be equal to 30 mm by the new design data handbook. Okay, from new design data handbook. Okay, the page number is 14.6. Okay, the diameter of the rod is how much is given? The diameter of the rod is 30 mm defined. Is it right? The diameter of the rod is 30 mm. That is wrong. Next problem. Next problem, 7th one. A flat bar, as shown in a figure, is subjected to a compressive load of 100 kN. Let us see. That is a one flat bar. It is subjected to a compressive load. How much load is acting here? 100 kN is acting from the both sides. Is it fine? If the allowable stress for the material is 100 Newton, so in this case, allowable stress of the material is given. How much is given? 100 Newton per mm square is already given. So actually our intention is we need to determine the thickness of this bar. We need to find out. Is it right? First of all, I will write the given data. So which load is acting here? Compressive force is acting on this bar. Is it right? The force equal to how much? 100 kilo Newton. 100 kilo means 10 power of 3 Newton. How is it the nature? The nature is compressive nature. The compressive force is acting on this bar. So we can represent compressive nature. Is it right? Again, next one is if the allowable stress of the material. How much is given here? The allowable stress of the material is given as sigma equal to 100 Newton per mm square. So what is the nature is there? Again the nature is compressive nature, because we apply the compressive force, the stress will develop in compressive manner only. So we can represent here compressive. Is it right? So in this case, what we need to find out? We need to find out the thickness of the bar. We need to find out. So we need to find out the thickness of the bar. So we need to find out. Is it right? And height. How much is given? Height is given as 100 mm. Is it right? Let's see. The first thing is we need to find out the cross-sectional area. So cross-sectional area, what is the formula is that here? Breadth into depth. We know very well. So breadth is how much is given? Breadth is given as T. Depth is given as 100 mm. So we can represent as breadth is T into depth is 100 equal to how much? 100 T. That is the value of area of cross section of the bar. Is it right? Actually, what we need to find out? We need to find out the thickness of the bar. So for the thickness of the bar, we have to use the allowable stress formula is allowable stress sigma equal to force per unit area. So allowable stress, how much it is given? The allowable stress is given as 100 Newton per mm square. How is the nature? The nature is compressive nature. Then we can represent here 100 equal to how much force is acting on this bar? The force is compressive force is acting on this bar. Is it right? Then we can represent 100 into kilo means 10 power of 3 Newton. What is the area? Area is given as 100 T. Is it right? Then you need to cross multiply T 100 T into 100 equal to 100 into 10 power of 3 multiply by 1. Is it right? Then T equal to 100 into 10 power of 3 divided by 100 into 100. Is it right? Then if you divide this term, then you will get the thicknesses. How much? It should be 10 mm. 10 mm. Then we can represent the thickness of the bar is how much? 10 mm. Thickness of the bar equal to T equal to 10 mm. That is your answer. Okay, the next question. Next column, 8th one. I show in the figure a cast iron link. The link material has the maximum normal stress of 65 megapascal. So maximum, the normal stress, how much is given? 65 megapascal is given. Check the design to transmit a steady tensile load of 50 kilonewton. So this means that on this material, which load is acting here? The tensile load is acting. How it is acting? Is steady. Is it right? The tensile load 50 kilonewton is acting on the both the side. Is it right? And comment on your recommendation. Is it right? So which one is the greater maximum stress induced? We need to find out. Let us see. In the given data, the first thing is the tensile load. Tensile load. So how much is given here? F is equal to 50 kilonewton is given. F equal to 50 kilonewton. So what is the nature? The nature is tensile nature. Is it right? So 50 kilonewton tensile load is acting on this bar. Tensile. So next one, the allowable, the maximum normal stress. How much is given? The allowable normal stress sigma. How much is given here? 65 megapascal. Let us see, if we apply the tensile load, the allowable normal stress will be in tensile nature. If we apply the compressive load on this bar, the allowable normal stress will be in compressive nature. But in this case, we apply the load in tensile nature. So here, the allowable normal stress also is in tensile. Is it right? Then, actually, we need to find out the stress induced in the bar at the section B as well as section A. Let us see, consider the section B and consider the section A because both are equal. Is it right? The first thing is we need to find out consider the section B minus B. Is it right? So consider the section B minus B. Is it right? Then, actually in this case, what we need to find? The thickness. Let us assume a bar of the thickness is given as breadth is given as 20, depth is given as 40 mm. The first thing is we need to find out the area. Is it right? Cross-sectional area, we need to find out area is equal to breadth into depth. The breadth of the B section, because we are talking about B section, the breadth is given as 20, depth is given as 45. Okay, 20 into 45, it should be equal to how much here? It should be equal to 900. Okay, mm into mm, it should be mm square. Okay, again what we need to find out? We need to find out how much stress induced. Okay, we need to find out induced tensile stress sigma equal to force per unit area. Is it right here? How much force we applied at the B section? Let us see. We applied the same load on the A section as well as B section. How the load is acting? The load is acting, axial load is acting. Is it right? Okay. So force we have to consider as 50 kilonewton. 50 into 10 power of 3 Newton. Is it right? Sigma value. How much is given? The sigma value, allowable normal stress value is given as 65 megapascal. It is given. Is it right? But we need to find out how much stress is induced at the B section. We need to find out. Is it right? Then area. How much is given? Area is given as 900. If you are divide this term, then you can easily find out how much stress induced at the section B minus of B. Is it right? So, if you divide by the calci, then you will get the answer is 55.56 Newton per mm square. So how is it here? It is in tensile nature. Okay, tensile. Any confusion up to here? No confusion. Let's see the 55.56 tensile nature. It should be lesser than allowable normal stress. Again, we have to go for section A. Okay, the consider next one. Consider the section A minus A. Consider the section A and A. So in this case, again we need to find out, because this is outer diameter. How much is given? 75. Inner diameter, it is given as 40. And the thickness, or how much is given? Is given as 20. Or you can say as depth. Breadth is given as 20. Depth is given as 75. But you have to know about here how many circles are there? 2 circles. One is outer one diameter, another one is inner diameter. Is it right? Let us see. The first thing is we need to find out the cross-sectional area. Okay, then area A2. Is it right? Let us see. Capital B. This is B into D. Okay, let us. Otherwise, you can represent as this is B and this one is D, and again B capital D minus B small d. Is it right? Capital B, how much is there? 20. Depth is how much here? Depth is 75. Minus, again breadth is how much? 20. Depth is of the inner circle, how much is there? 40. 20 into 40. Is it right? If you calculate, then you will get the value is 700. The cross-sectional area of A section is how much? 700. So I am getting answer is 700 mm square. Again, what we need to find out? Again, we need to find out induced tensile stress at the section A minus of A. We need to find out. Is it right? So here space is not there. I will rub this one. I will rub this one also. Please take a snapshot. So, induced tensile stress sigma A minus of A. Is it right? Again, we have to use the same formula is force per unit area. The force, how much is acting? Same axial load is acting. How much is given? 50 into 10 power of 3. Is it right? Area of this first section, how much you got it here? 700. If you are divide with the help of calci, then you will get the answer is 71.43 Newton per mm square. Is it right? That is the value of induced tensile stress. Is it right? So in this equation, induced tensile stress at A minus of A is how much given? 71.43. So this means that the induced tensile stress at A section is more than normal stress. Is it right? Then we have to write down here induced tensile stress at section A minus of A is greater than the maximum normal stress. Normal stress, okay, of the limb. That is your answer. Okay, here. If you have a doubt regarding this problem, please write down in the comment box. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.